And coming up at 10:30, a historic Greenville County cemetery damaged by a runaway car, disturbing the final resting place of many as it comes as an accused intoxicated driver is charged.
Well, welcome back. A developing story here at 10. Troopers say a woman got behind the wheel drunk with kids inside the car and then crashed into several headstones. Now we're talking about Chelsea Hallquist, who is charged with DUI and child endangerment. And you can see all the damage out there inside this cemetery off Batesville Road in Greenville County. Several upstate families are picking up the pieces after their loved ones' headstones were destroyed. And the church nearby says this is not the first time this has happened. Troopers hope this could be the last, though, if people will start paying attention, slow down, and of course, not out there drinking and driving.
And Fox Carolina's Amber Worthy is here in studio with the latest from both officials and people who've been impacted by situations like this. Amber?
Yes, that trooper says that this stretch of Batesville Road is busy now, and it's going to get busier as we come into the 100 days of summer. But crashes like this don't have to happen. They say that if you slow down, put the phone down, and have a plan to get home after a night out, they can be eliminating heartache that comes after these preventable collisions.
It is a sad sight.
Smashed tombstones, shattered and spread out all over this gravesite, is what Rhonda Carpenter found when she came to check out the damage done to this cemetery for the third time. She said her grandparents' graves have been hit twice before, and this time the crash missed them by just a few feet.
Well, it's part of our history and part of knowing where our ancestors are buried. Well, we just kind of spend time. My sister does a lot of the genealogy, so checking to see where the dates match what she's looked up on, that website.
She believes that her great-grandparents' site could have been hit as well, but the stones are shattered, so she doesn't know just yet if these Kirby's are her loved ones. She says people drive too fast in this curve.
As you come across the little hill there and around the curve, you can see that the cars come really fast and they don't really seem to slow down. There's not a lot of leeway between the road and where the graves really are.
Trooper Joe Hovis says while this is the case, it's not always the only cause of the crashes.
Most people can negotiate a curve if they're focusing on their driving and not distracted or speeding or drinking and driving. So, we're standing here and we've had, 100 cars go by, and everybody's been pretty successful with it. But, just take care, be focused when you're driving. And
he hopes that people will heed this warning. No one was hurt this time, but that is not often how the story goes.
Statistics show that about 50% of all traffic deaths in the state of South Carolina are alcohol related. Like you have Lyft and Uber, taxi cab, sober designated driver. There's so many ways. We're not saying don't drink, but don't drink and hop into a car, truck, or SUV, because what happens is after your first drink, the first thing to be impaired is your judgment, and it pretty much goes downhill from then. So if you are going to attend festivities that involve drinking, have a plan to where you're not going to be driving.
And troopers, like we told you, say that there were 2 children in the car and that driver was arrested. She's facing that child endangerment charge as well. And the church across the street, Ebenezer United Methodist, says that they will help the families impacted any way they can. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Amber Worthy for the 10 o'clock news.